It hasn't been easy not making videos about someone. When I first got onto YouTube, I started by making 3 scientific videos, educational videos, and I thought that's what I would do because I like science, and I had plans to make videos for a bunch of folks that were my students, and eventually I did and turned that into part of my business. But I shortly thereafter, after that 3rd video, accidentally, completely accidentally, because I wasn't at all involved in the atheist community and hadn't even seen one atheist video yet, wasn't aware that there were any atheists on YouTube, although I assumed that there were some, but had no idea that there was a quite large number. Accidentally saw a little thumbnail for a Nick Gisburn video, and I thought, that guy looks funny. And I don't even remember what the title was, and I watched it, and I just fell in love with the guy. He was like a really theatrically wonderful, clever guy. And I got very, very involved in the atheist community. At the time, Nick Gisburn was extremely popular, and he was getting kicked out of YouTube, and it was a big controversy, and I supported him and talked about it, and then got all involved in the whole atheist movement, and made a good number of videos about atheism, which trailed off over the years as YouTube changed, and there was less and less to say about it, or at least it seemed that way because the environment had changed. But there's so many different ideas you have that are expressed in various ways, and other people do the same, and then you think, what else is there really to say? But during that time, very, very early, another manifestation of Pre-Med channel came about, and that, of course, is my counterpart, Man of Science. And Man of Science is essentially, well, he's a know-it-all, and he's also a comical character. But he would do a lot of videos having to do with sex, and having to do with all sorts of playful, fun, silly things, and also about, of course, science. And he would often get things wrong, but be quite sure that he was right. Anyway, as I started to say this, that I said it's very difficult not making videos about somebody, because along the way, after the atheist thing had started to change on YouTube, it was considered to be a movement that was had a great potential, and I know that Nick Gisburn really saw it going someplace, and I know he was very disappointed that it didn't really go where he thought it would go, and I felt that disappointment, but not to the same degree he did. And so you sort of look to other things, and one of those things was a fellow that was on YouTube that was extremely clever, witty, and just had a real facile mind, and wasn't doing terribly stupid, brainless, idiotic things at that point. And I enjoyed his stuff. You know, the Marmoset stuff. And when he did those Marmoset shit, it was great. It was some of the best stuff I've ever seen on YouTube. This was after my Strophanthus phase, Strophanthus was a transvestite with an incredible mind, brilliant guy. I've rarely seen anybody that damn smart and clever at that age, because he was like 21 and stuff. But he left YouTube, probably for his own safety, because I understand he was getting death threats on a regular basis, and I was looking for a way to entertain myself, and so with this other guy. And the Marmoset stuff was great, and then, of course, it led into other things. I quit watching him after a while because he kind of didn't get into the funny Marmoset stuff. He was shifting, and I just kind of... oh, I know what it was. What happened is he was doing some stuff, not the Marmoset yet, but it started to get boring, and I quit. And then I came back for the Marmoset stuff just before he got into that, so I caught I think, some of the best part of his work. It was just terrific. And it wasn't, just comical, and it was comical. It was very high level, very creative, and it had a purpose to it. It had a morality to it. It was all metaphorical, and it was very, very well done. And it just had a kind of fun, crazy quality to it. But anyway, that that died off, and it turned into something else, and it made, for me, an opportunity to make just more videos about the new stuff that he came up with than ever. And it really was an opportunity to poke fun at him, mock him, and mock his ideas. And I must say, I absolutely loved doing it and had the best time of my life. So it's hard. It's hard now. And of course, things have changed because he used to have a much greater following, and he used to also have a lot more vociferous detractors. Even some of the regular detractors have kind of pulled back a little. And it's kind of sad. But mainly, I miss having that material. I mean, I don't want to I don't want to do that. I could still do it, but it's kind of feels bad because, yeah, I mean, he is down now from where he was in lots of ways. I can't do that. I'd like to because it's just, yeah, I would. But see, I'm a really honorable guy, and I'm going to have to leave it at that. Yeah.